This is Clarence here with StarTelegraph.com. We got Brian Custer, former alum of Channel 11, who was Showtime Boxing, back in the Metroplex, here for the Spence Ugas fight. Man, just talk about this fight and why this is going to be great theater on Saturday night.
Well, first of all, both of their stories made out of Hollywood. You've got a guy who deflected from Cuba, tried 6-7 times, shark-infested waters, each time got jailed, but yet made it over here. And then you've got another champion who gets thrown from a Ferrari 30 feet in the air, hits the concrete, doesn't break any bones, and then has a detached retina as he has another fight that gets canceled, and now he's back. I mean, you can't make that up.
No.
And now both of these guys are fighting, and then the winner is going to be the unified champion to have 3 of the 4 belts in the division. It's high drama.
Yeah. One thing I love about our business and being a sports writer, get to tell people stories.
Yes.
You know, where they came from.
Yeah.
These are great stories. Spence, the local champion here. Is he the same guy? That's a good question. Is he the same guy that we saw after the accident, after the Is this the same guy?
I will say this. I got the opportunity to come here to Dallas and spent like 3 days in this camp. Even sparred with him for three rounds. Because I wanted to find out for myself. He hits hard.
Right.
And he's still the same guy. And the one thing I love about Errol Spence Jr. is he hears the whispers and he loves to prove people wrong.
Right.
And I think that's what Saturday's all about. Proving people wrong that he is his moniker, the truth.
Right.
And I think that's what we'll find out on Saturday.
Okay, quickly, just on that. Is he the big fish or truth? Where did the fish come from?
Well,
Is
is it man down the big fish?
What's man down, the truth, man, the fish? What is it?
He said, I had to change because he hasn't man down anybody in a while. So he had to tell people, I'm the big fish. Because listen, we call the welterweight division the glamour division of boxing. The big names, big money are made in the welterweight division. And it's got Errol, it's got Bud Crawford, 2 of the biggest guys, and he wants people to know that he is the big fish. They're coming after him. He's got 2 of the belts, 2 of the 4. He wants 3, and that's how he feels like he can reel in Bud Crawford for an undisputed title fight.
And you brought up Bud Crawford, because that's what we want.
That's what everybody wants.
That's what we want.
That's what, and he feels as if this is how I can get it.
Right.
If I have 3 of the belts, there's no more running anymore.
Right.
We want to be the undisputed champ. That's how you get that fight.
Just going back to stories again, you have a great story.
Yeah.
You know, Channel 11, you kind of blown up since you left here. Just talk about that for a minute.
Just working hard. I mean, even when I was here, I love it. It's my home, always will be my home. But I always felt like even when I was here, I wanted to have bigger things ahead of me. And so, it was time for me to leave and went to New York. And then from New York, to go to Fox Sports, to Showtime, to ESPN. God has blessed me, but I knew this was my destiny. This is what I saw for myself.
Right. ESPN. I mean, that Sports Center.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yes.
And boxing, where'd that come from? I mean, were you always a boxing aficionado? How'd you get to boxing?
I loved it. Even when I was here, I loved the sport. I was into martial arts.
Right.
So I always loved the contact, but there was nothing here for me to scratch that itch.
Right.
Once I got to New York, the network I was working at, SNY at the time, had a boxing show.
Right.
And I had to tell the network, I love boxing. That's my thing.
Right.
And they put me on, and the rest was history. And this is why you always work hard and you treat every broadcast like it's the Super Bowl, because you never know who's watching.
Right.
We used to commentate club shows in New York City. And just one day, the president of Showtime calls me at my desk and says, I'm in New York, I'm visiting, I'm watching Broadway boxing on television. I think you're fantastic. I want to hire you.
That is awesome, man. You also have another amazing story because you've overcome prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And you're in great shape, you look good. I know you said you did boxing here, but just talk about overcoming that and your focus on fitness and health.
Well,
men's health.
I will say this. I tell every man of color to get checked annually.
Right.
Prostate cancer is ravaging through people of color, especially black men. We die at 2 to 3 times the rate of white men.
Right.
And it's affecting us younger. I got diagnosed at the age of 42 in the best shape of my life. And the only reason why they caught it was because every year I would go get my regular exam, physical. And I asked all men to go get checked. And that was how I stayed alive. I mean, it was an aggressive form. I had to get surgery 3 weeks afterwards. Had I not, doc said I would have been dead within a year. So for me, it was getting checked, having surgery, and then just continuing what I had always done. Work out regularly, had to change my diet, no more red meat.
Right.
I focus on fruits and vegetables, eating a lot more fish.
Right.
But, you know, keeping a healthy lifestyle, man, and, you know, trying to get some rest and managing stress.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah, great shape, man.
Thank you, bro.
We'll get a meeting.
I saw
I
saw you do that. I'm gonna have to come over across that left like Spence. You know?
Listen, Brian Custer, Clarence Hill. Thank
One of the
you,
best.
man.
One of the
I
best.
appreciate you, man. Thank
Absolutely.
you. Kappa Q.
Yes. Divine 9.